channel. Today I'm gonna do my makeup tutorial a little bit different. I basically had my mom pick a color at random and she picked purple, so I'm gonna do a purple eyeshadow look today because it's summertime, it's warm. I want to experiment with colors, so I got this purple liquid colored eyeliner and I'm going to use, oh, it got a little bit of eyeshadow on it, but the Culture 2 palette by Juvia's Place. And I'm just gonna, like, I don't know, freestyle an eye makeup look. I already did my base and I did my concealer and stuff like that just to save time. I just want to focus solely on my makeup. And I just also want to talk about a few topics that I feel like are pertinent to me and I just want to share to the world. Things like manifestation in your life, self-esteem, just day-to-day, like life goals, interactions, making friends with people, things I've just been trying to work on to like better myself. So yeah, just like a talk through, get ready with me, so stay tuned. All right, so I already did my base just to kind of just speed up the process just a little bit. I'm going to be using, oh gosh, I'm going to be using the Culture 2 palette by Juvia's Place. I'm going to do a purple eyeshadow look. I have this whole row of purple over here to work with. I'm so excited. And then I have this purple felt tip eyeliner that I got from Amazon. I'm going to do a purple cat eye. So I want my eyes to be the center of the look, and the rest of my face I'm going to try to keep it pretty neutral. I'm going to go ahead and knock off the excess powder because when you do felt tip liners and you have excess powder around your eyes, it could dry out the tip of that eyeliner and then your eyeliner doesn't go on as smooth. So I'm just going to start by drawing a simple cat eye on both of my eyes. And I love these color eyeliners. Even if you don't want to do like a full look of color, just to put a pop of color on your eyeliner, it just makes a difference sometimes. That's honestly my go-to if I don't feel like doing eyeshadow. I will pick a color that matches what I'm wearing and just use it as eyeliner. It always comes out cute. So I'm just making a simple, it's like a medium thickness cat eye. And then we're just going to skip going over the other eye. We're going to do the same thing on this eye, on this eye. Alright, so I have my cat eye on both eyes and it's very purple. So now I'm going to I want to do like a smoky cat eye. I like those. So I'm going to go into my Culture palette and I'm going to take the color Ecowas right here. And I'm going to take it on a small fluffy bending brush. And I'm just gonna like smoke out the ends of my eyeliner just to blend it. Here, put this in my lap. But I'm just gonna take Ecowas, put that excess off, and just lightly just start with a little, then work your way up, and just blends over that eyeliner. I think I might have to pick an even smaller blending brush because I want this to be very like precise. So I'm actually gonna switch my brush out. I'm gonna use my Anastasia, like the ones that come with these type palettes. I'm gonna use this brush, the flat end of the brush. I'm gonna take that same color Ecowas and I'm gonna use that to blend instead because I want to just keep this concentrated right around the eyeliner. I don't want to blend it out too much. So just apply the color. I'm just gonna apply it. Keep applying it. And then I'm gonna take the other end of the brush. I'm gonna take the fluffy end and I'm just gonna blend it into my eye. Alright, and I'm just gonna go over and do like one more layer just to make sure that it's pigmented. So I just blend it all across the eye. And then blend, 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 blend. Perfect. That's getting somewhere. I like that. I like that. So I'm gonna repeat the same thing on this eye. I'm gonna show you guys just so you have an idea on what to do on both eyes. I'm just gonna take, if you can see, that purple color and just like almost reline my eyes, but like overdo it a little bit with the purple color. But be careful and try not to get it on the other side of the wing like I did here. I'm gonna end up like blending that out or trying to get it away with like a little powder because we want to just keep the purple on the top side of the wing. So I just got rid of that. A little powder, and I'm just gonna pat the purple in, and then I'm gonna blend it out with the eyeshadow brush on the other side. And then I'm gonna go in again. Oh, I used the wrong color. Oh, because there is a purple in this eyeshadow palette, so it's actually really pretty. It's called Cannes, like Cannes Film Festival. That's cool. But yeah, I'm gonna keep taking that purple Ecowas color from my Culture palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm just gonna keep blending, and then I'm gonna blend it out right here from okay. So now that I did that, again, I'm gonna go back in with my powder brush and just fluff it. And draw it back and forth. Perfect. So now we kind of have more of a smokier purple eye. And I feel like I have a big like upper lid area. I want to add a little bit of something there. So I don't know if I want to do like a double liner and like a dark purple, or if I want to just like bring the crease up. You know what I'm saying? Do like a half cut crease. So I'm thinking, what should I do? I'll be right back. All right, I figured out what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the Cannes color from the Riviera palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm gonna bring this color like up. It's a different shade, but it's close to the color I used. I'm just gonna bring it lightly up into the crease, just lightly. And I'm trying to make a difference. Like if you can see, there is still like a bit of negative space, just kind of creating like a negative cut crease. And I'm just gonna blend that all the way up to like the front of my brow bone, but I'm gonna be really light with it. And then pretty, how pretty. And then I'm going to do it on the same, but I like didn't I say I was gonna talk about stuff in this video? I have no idea. I'll look through that in editing. But one of the things I just wanted to talk about while I'm doing my makeup is like a lot of people don't understand the power of manifestation. For me, I use manifestation in my day-to-day life along with prayer to basically like reinforce my goals and reinforce the things that I want out of this life. Basically what I would define manifestation as is like you actually gotta be just a little bit delusional. Like it sounds crazy, but it's not crazy. You gotta be a little bit delusional because it's like you have to speak as if you already have and you have maintained and like achieved what you want. So like to the outside world it may seem like what is she talking about, but you're just simply manifesting what you want out of this lifetime. the way I manifest is just basically by like picturing what I want, knowing what I want, and just talking about it as if it's going to happen. Like, I know this is going to happen. For example, I got my laptop stolen last year. That was very interesting. Got stolen right out of my house, right? So, long story short, I ended up getting my laptop back, but everything on my laptop was corrupted. From the award-winning documentary files that I had to like all my schoolwork, everything I worked so hard for, it was gone. Portable hard drive gone. Everything. I had to wipe my laptop and I had to basically start fresh. I have no laptop. I only have my home desktop. And it was really hard for me. But what I did was I started to manifest a new laptop. I started to basically act as if, okay, this is only gonna last for like a little while. Like, I envision myself with a brand new MacBook with the touchpad. And I kept saying that to myself. I have a brand new MacBook with a touchpad, right? Fast forward about 3 months, and guess what's sitting on my bed right over there? A MacBook with a touchpad. So it's just like, you really do. You have to be delusional. Like, you have to act as if you already have it. And then before you know it, you'll have the means and the resources to do it. So it's just like, that's what I did. Like, I was just very, very headstrong in the fact that even though this laptop didn't work out, I'm gonna have a MacBook, the trackpad. Like, that's mine. That's what I'm gonna have. So yeah, I mean, that's probably the most simple definition of manifestation that I can give you. And another thing that is important about manifestation is that you have to reinforce it through prayer. Do not forget to pray, because, excuse me, I'm a firm believer in prayer. When I pray to God. I pray to the Most High God. I pray to my ancestors. And it's just like, I feel like that reaffirms that manifestation. That reaffirms that little tiny bit of what other people might say is delusion. And it just like, it instills the power. I don't even want to say power. It instills that good faith in God, and that in your ancestors, that they will provide for you and you will never be like, I don't know how to say it, just wanting for everything. You'll always have what you need, everything that you want. So that's basically how I could simply define manifestation. Honestly, since I've started manifesting, it hasn't failed me. Everything I've ever wanted through manifestation has came to me, because I was able to just like, you know, speak it into existence. So that's something that I feel like everybody should practice. You really want something, you really have to act and like talk to yourself as if you already have it and it's yours and it's in the bag. And I promise you, you will see what you want right in front of you before you know it. Because manifestation is real. It's really, really real. But I know this looks a little crazy right about now, but we're gonna clean up the negative space. I'm gonna take a flat brush kind of, and I'm gonna take this color. It's called Estate from the Anastasia Riviera palette. And I'm going to kind of like just define that negative space that's in between the two creases. But yeah, another thing that I've basically been working on as of lately is like self-esteem. I've been thinking about self-esteem a lot lately, and it's just like, especially as a Black woman, like I feel like we go at self-esteem in like a very, it's different than what I've observed out of like society, life at large. It's just like, again, I've been reading this book called it's called Hood Feminism by Mickey Kendall, and I'll never forget, there was this line where she was just like, I'm a Black woman, but I'm not a strong Black woman, TM, like trade Black. And like, to refer to like the strong Black woman like stereotype, it's like, us as Black women, we're honestly expected to just like go through and endure way more than like any other race of women. So we're kind of expected to kind of just have this like super heightened sense of self-esteem. We're not allowed to be as vulnerable. We're not allowed to be as emotional. We just are expected to just like, you know, have our problems, face them, go home, and still be like superwoman, literally. And it's just like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a strong black woman, but I'm not a strong black woman. Trademark TM. I can't lie. I am soft. I can't do it all by myself all the time. I have my moments. I be sad. And it's just like, sometimes I get that we're like black women, like being seen as strong is a good thing, but it can be to our detriment, because again, it's not allowing us to feel our feelings. It's not allowing us to say that yes, I do kind of have low self-esteem when it comes to certain things. I do like have issues with like certain things like bothering me in terms of society, whether that's how you look, how you dress, etc., etc. We're constantly being policed, we're constantly being judged. So to say we can just like tough through all of that and still hold our heads high with like all of this boisterous self-esteem that black women are known to have, it's just like, ooh child, that's hard. Ooh child, that is hard. Like, how, I don't know how we are expected to just do that and just do it with just so much just style and grace. Like, we are allowed to be vulnerable, we're allowed to be sad, we can have our moments, and we should allow ourselves to have those moments. And we shouldn't be looked at less than because we have those moments, because all women have those moments. But yeah, that's something I've just been thinking about recently. And it's also, oh, this is coming out really pretty. I'm wanting something with this one. But another thing I've been thinking about self-esteem is like, again, I can't lie, I used to refer to myself as being antisocial, and I realized I don't think I'm antisocial. This might be a little bit of a hot take, but I mean, it's just how I understand myself relative to like society and other young women, black and brown women, and myself. The black and brown women of my generation, a lot of them, if I'm looking at this from like a sociological standpoint, like looking at the family dynamics of, again, the women that make up my generation of early 20 somethings, like, I don't know if that's Gen Z or Gen X, I don't know, we all have labels. But when I look at it, like, my mom is older. My mom is 60. Ooh, she gonna be mad at me. I don't know how old she is. I think she's 63. My mom was 63. My mom had me when she was 39 years old. She was like, I'm about to have a baby, and you my only one. So I was raised like by someone of a different generation than most of my peers, and I honestly can see that play out when I try to make friends. And this is my reasoning behind it. My mom raised me to be friends with women. My mom raised me to uplift other women, that you are a sister to other women, that you are a friend to other women. And what I've noticed about other women that are my age, their mothers might be a little bit younger. They might be from a generation that's after my mom's generation. They're more raised to be in competition with other black and brown women. Everything is about like kind of being the best instead of being amicable, being friends with your friends. It's not like you're really friends, you're really kind of secretly competing with them. And I'm just like, I've never understood the dynamic. I've never understood it, because it's like, it's always just like irked me, because I don't compete with people unless I absolutely have to. Again, this might be a hot take, but I want to see every black woman win. I want to see every black woman win without stepping on another black woman's toes. And that's on period. Like, I feel like there's room for us all to eat. There's room for us all to succeed. There's room for us all to grow. And like, I feel like as of recently, especially again with young 20-somethings my age that are black, brown, whatever you want to refer to yourself, it's like there's this large scale like epidemic of like scarcity mindset. Like, there's only so many spots for us to take in that leadership position, and that we literally have to fight tooth and gosh darn nail for those positions. And I don't think that's the case. I feel like it's like we should either work together, or we should allow each other to move into each other, not each other's, but we should allow each other to like just like be leaders in our own sense, because there's enough room for everybody. Like, that's another thing. Oh, I'm taking this Sailor Moon ColourPop, like, ooh, I don't want to spill it, but I'm taking this Sailor Moon ColourPop Prism Power Glittery. It's called Glittery Obsessed. Glitterally Obsessed. And this is from the ColourPop Sailor Moon collection. It's like this like sparkly, if you can see, I'm trying to like find a brush that is small enough that I can just put it on the inner corners of my eyes and just brighten everything up. Boom. It's gonna look good. But it's like we all have space. All I got to say is there's enough space for us all to eat. And we should not be thinking about stepping on the next woman's toes to get to where we want. Like, we all can have what we want without stepping on the next one's toes. And it's just like, again, the way I was raised to uplift other women. I was raised to be amicable to other women. So when I get in situations where I feel like I'm in competition with other people, it always kind of irks me, because it's like, I was not raised like that. We all have room and opportunity to grow. We have room and opportunity to eat. We have room and opportunity to succeed. All of us, no matter who we are as Black and brown women. It's honestly our place to do that, so that we can get some shit done in society. I don't know how else to say it. We can get something done. But when we're literally trying to, I don't even know how to say it other than when we literally trying to knock each other out to get to one position, that is literally upholding scarcity mindset, saying that there's only a certain amount of seats for us. No, there is an unlimited amount of seats for us, because we make those seats. We pave the way. We make that path for ourselves. So in terms of self-esteem, competing with other people and stuff like that, I mean, I'm never really prescribed to it. It doesn't, I wasn't raised that way. I don't know how to do that. I'm not that type of person. It's not really something that I do to get what I want. I just go after what I want because it's what I want. But I've patted this glitter on, and it's really pretty. I don't know if my lights are too exposed, you can't see it, but honestly, it's very cute. It's giving a nice little sparkle to the inner eye. And then I'm gonna go back to my Culture palette. I hope this doesn't like blend and get muddy, but I'm gonna take the color, ooh, which one? I don't know if I should take, it's called Wolof, and then there's one Katanga. I think I'm gonna take Katanga, just a little bit of it on that same brush, and I'm gonna like just try to give it some color, because it's purple iridescent glitter with a clear base. So I just want to add some color to the sparkle, but not too much, because it's supposed to be a highlight. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of it, also to kind of just set the glitter in place as well. Like, I promise you it looks a little crazy, but once we put those lashes on and the mascara, it's all gonna come together. But yeah, I'm just patting that color in. So far, I think that's it. I don't want to go too far. Just a little bit of glitter, a little bit of color. That's all we need. So I'm gonna move on to mascara, lashes, etc, XYZ. But yeah, that's just something I've been thinking about in terms of society at large. Like, I just wish that, I just wish that us as Black women, instead of trying to tear each other down to get to what we want, to succeed, we actually uplift each other. We help each other out. We give each other a hand up to our goals, instead of practicing scarcity mindset, acting like there's only one seat at the top. There's multiple seats, and we can obtain those seats. Like, I want to see Black women working in teams. I don't want to see us just being the CEO, the entrepreneur, the lifestyle coach, like that's good, but we can work together in teams. And I feel like Black women working together is very powerful, more powerful than a Black woman working by themselves. So I mean, as my family would say, it is what it is. That's just my observation about things. So I'm going through my eyelashes. Of course, we're gonna get some wispy cat eyes because we are doing a wispy cat eye look. And then I'm gonna get my clear duo glue. We love clear duo glue. I'm gonna pull off, there's a little excess old glue on these lashes just to make sure that they go on seamlessly. But yeah, this is the eyeshadow look. It's very pretty. It's very like kind of abstract. I love the negative space. Like, I feel like that's very pretty. But what's something else I wanted to talk about? Talk about manifestation and talk about self-esteem. Like, oh no, I'm not done with self-esteem yet. Honestly, I would be lying if I said I didn't have problems with my own personal self-esteem. Have they been getting better? I would say yes. Like, definitely they've been getting better because, what can I say? How can I explain this? At a very young age, I made a promise to myself. I made like this kind of epiphany. I had this self-pep talk with myself that like, literally, you've been through so much. The least that you owe to yourself is being yourself. Like, your life would be so much harder than it already is if you don't be yourself. Because like you're allowing yourself to do that in this world, in this lifetime. So from a young child, a young age, I said no matter what, I'm gonna be myself. Like, I'm gonna do what I want, I'm gonna say what I want. That's the least I owe to myself to be happy in this lifetime. So it's just like, in a way, making that decision without realizing it, it like slowly but surely kind of like, I don't want to say it built my self-esteem. It did in a way, but it like ensured my self-esteem because I always kind of remembered that promise I made to myself, and I would say like, okay, yeah, like, you really don't care what other people think. No, you're gonna do what you want, so do what you want. So I always kind of fell back on that, and I feel like that's a part of what has made me such a like well-rounded person. I would describe myself as a well-rounded person. From like, I wasn't always like this, like makeup and stuff like that. I was actually a tomboy growing up. I used to play football. I used to play video games. I used to like ride bikes until I scraped every single one of my knees up. I used to like play all types of sports and stuff. My hair used to get sweated out. Like, I was not the girly girl that I am today. And it's just like, again, that stems back from that choice to say, okay, I don't care what people think of me. I don't care what people perceive me as. I'm still going to be myself. And as I grew, I went through different phases and stuff like that. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Everybody has to go quiet when we put the lash on because that is skill. But yeah, but I feel like that decision helped me become such a well-rounded young woman. Because now that I'm like older, I'm like a 20 something, I'm 24 actually, but I have so many different like hobbies, qualities, traits, characteristics. Like, I'm sitting here right now and I'm showing you guys how to do your makeup, but I also can spank you at Mortal Kombat. Like, I never let go of that nerdy piece of me. I never let go of that tomboyish side, and I feel like that has helped me like build my self-esteem because fundamentally I am who I am. I never tried to like do a radical 360 change to change who I am. Just unapologetically me. Because I mean, I owe that to myself in this lifetime. So it's like, again, I feel like the best advice I could give to anyone is to be your 100% unadulterated self. Whether that person is nerdy, girly, XYZ, be yourself. Because I promise you, you owe it to yourself in this lifetime. And it's like, being yourself will build your self-esteem to a point where you just feel comfortable in any situation. And it's just like, again, that's really what I've been like working on, and what's been happening for me, just learning how to accept myself again after a weird time in your life, and just saying that I'm me, and me is pretty cool. If you get to know me, me is me, and me is cool. So get to know yourself. Literally get to know yourself, what you like, what you don't like, what makes you tick, because that's going to help you understand, like, kind of, I don't want to say where you fit into society, but like where you could do better, where you can change things, where you can build yourself into that better person that you want to be, go towards your goals, and again, boost that self-esteem. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that. I knew I wasn't done with that topic, but put on the other lash. You gotta be quiet because you gotta focus. Okay, so boom, I put both the lashes on. They're very pretty. Like, they're very cute, they're very pretty, and they're very like cat eye. Wow, I just said a whole mouthful. I don't know, I was very focused on making sure they were close to my lash line, but just make sure you kind of just like, you lift the edge and you push that part down. That accentuates your cat eye, like that makes it pop. So from there, we're looking very cute, we're looking a little spiffy. I'm going to take that same brush that I used earlier. I'm going to use cans, and I'm going to smoke out the bottom 2/3 of my lash line, and I'm going to pull that up and blend it with the cat eye. And I think that looks very pretty. And then we're gonna go boom, 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 blend it with the cat eye, and it's pretty. It's really, 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 really pretty and purple. And like, to connect those two, that's what brings it all together. I would hope that anybody who does like top eyeshadow, always try to blend your bottom lash line with your top lash line, because it just brings the look together and it makes it way more cohesive. So now that I have everything all set out, I'm going to put a little bit of bottom mascara. I'm not going to put too much because the top half of my lids are heavy. I don't want to look too busy in the eyes. I don't want to look like I have spider eyes. So I'm just going to put a light coating. I'm going to take a light coating of mascara, and I'm going to brush it across my lower lash line and brush it into the lower lash line, and just define them. Make them look like they're there, because you can wash them out with your eyeshadow. And boom. There. Very pretty. Not too much going on. Very eccentric eye look, but not too much going on. That's why I wanted to keep that negative space. Kind of keep it so that it's not too much going on. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go into my bronzing, my contouring, and my highlighting. So I'll be right back. Okay, so to contour and to bronze and to highlight, I'm going to go back into my Warrior palette by Juvia's Place. I'm gonna get my trusty dusty blender brush. Where is it? Where is it? Where'd she go? Oh, there she go. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get my mirror, and I'm going to just start the process of contouring. Brush and contour my face. When I contour, I try to keep it, I bring it down my jawline just a little bit and my cheekbone, but I try to keep it contoured and focused right up here, because that's where you want to define the most. If you drag it all the way down, you can kind of like chisel your face out a little bit too much, and it can look a little weird, especially when you have a round face like mine. So I just try to keep it kind of more central towards my temples and stuff like that. I'm using the color, using the color Kano mixed with the Homie. So I'm bronzing and I'm contouring at the same time. Put all of this stuff all over my temples. Put both of those colors all over my temples. Put all of those colors all over my cheeks and my jawline, just to define. And it just warms up the face. It gives it more definition. So because when you highlight and you put foundation on, you're basically making yourself into like a little egg. And you got to add that definition back to your face. So I'm just gonna go on both sides of my chin, underside, underside, back and forth, underside, underside, back and forth. Put it, wow. So yeah, we're just gonna keep on adding color. I'm just talking through, you guys. Make sure that you just add a good amount of color back to your face. Next thing I'm gonna do, I'm going to blush. My blush routine as of recently has changed. I got these blushes actually from Dollar Tree. Like, I actually really like Dollar Tree, guys. They are the Rimmel London Jelly Blushes, and this one is in the color, I have two of them. This one is, what color? This is Melon Madness, and then I have another one that's like peach something, but I like the Melon Madness one. I think that'll go better with this eyeshadow look than the other one. So what I'm gonna do is, there's already a little bit of it in the cap. I'm going to take this is my blush beauty blender. I'm gonna take it, dab 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 dab, dab it from inside of the lid of the thing. Try to get a little bit, try not to cake it up on there, but get some of the product on there. I'm going to, oh, I think that part of it was dried out. Okay, let's go back to the drawing board. This is actually a good product though. I'm just gonna dab in there and get some of it, wipe off the excess, just dab it around, you know, and then I'm going to just lightly tap, and I like to bring my blush all the way up to my cheekbone. So I'm just dabbing it back and forth, and then I'm gonna set this cream blush with a powder blush, but I'm just gonna add a little bit of it. I actually like to use this as a base color for my blush. So I'm going to go back and forth up my cheekbone, blending this and making sure that it's nice and even. But the thing about jelly blushing, and you've already set your foundation, you want to pat, you don't want to sweep it because you're going to smudge your foundation. So you just want to pat this into your face, pat it onto your cheekbones, just blend it out. Put a little on my nose. And then from there, I'm actually going to take another blush, a powder blush. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to use, where is it? I have like a big box of makeup next to me. This is like just my collection of makeup. Where is my Sailor Moon blush? I want to use Sailor Moon blush because I use Sailor Moon glitter. So I'm going to take the Sailor Moon blush in Cat's Eye. And it's so cute. Like, it's a little cat in it. Like, is that Luna or Artemis? I don't know, but it's so cute. But yeah, I'm gonna take this and dab it and just kind of set that blush and just blend it out at the same time. And then I'm because this is very pigmented, I'm going to probably go back and blend it out with my foundation, just to make sure we're not doing too much. It's not too much color on the face, because we got purple and pink and all types of color. You don't want to be too colorful. Still want to try to keep the base neutral, but I do like the color of blush. So once that's added, I literally blend it all the way up to my cheekbones. I'm going to go back in with my foundation brush. I'm just gonna blend that, make sure it's blended with my contour, make sure everything's kind of like set and like what I would call flush to the face. Nothing is raised, everything's smooth. And yeah, that's a nice pop of color to the face. I almost forgot to contour my nose. I'm gonna go back, contour my nose, use the same colors I used on my cheeks. I use this like flat, fluffy brush. I think it's an eyeshadow brush, but it works good as like a nose contour brush. Take a little bit of product, a little bit goes a long way on your nose. I just go simply down the sides of my nose and I blend it out really well. Blend it out, blend, 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 blend. But what's the last topic I wanted to talk about? Oh, working towards my goals. Lately I've been working in silence, moving in silence. Like the baby shampoo is still on the way. The bust down blowout cream, that's still on the way. I actually finished the labels. And I've been debating on posting them. And if you want to know why, it's because honestly, I've been feeling as if like everything that I post honestly gets replicated by someone else without credit to me. And I'm being 100% honest with that. Like, I'm not saying anyone in particular does it, but every time I come up with like an original idea, it gets replicated and reposted and I don't get credit for it. So it's kind of deterred me from even sharing what I've created, because it's just like, am I even going to end up getting credit for it? You know what I'm saying? So it's been kind of like hard for me to find, again, trying to find balance. We're always striving to find some type of balance in this lifetime. I'm trying to find a balance of just like, okay, sharing what I want to share with the world, but also like protecting my intellectual property, because again, that is my intellectual property. It's my individual creation that I created myself. I'm gonna take the Anastasia Glow Kit. I got this for my birthday too. Anastasia Glow Kit. It's a Sunday Glow Kit. I bought this as a gift to myself because my other Glow Kit that I have the, what is this one? This is the Nicole Guerrero one. I've had that one for a minute, so it's like I needed a new one. So I got Summer and Bronze. I'm gonna mix those two colors, pat off the excess. This is the Morphe R36 highlighter brush. I'm just gonna blush, 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 blush. Oh, not blush. I'm gonna highlight those brow bones. Highlight right on top of the brow bone and the cheekbone. And I just think like that just adds the perfect amount of glow with what we already have. Honestly, I like purple. I like purple eyeshadow on me. It's very bold. It's giving, she came here to look. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very glittery. Very cute. And then the glitter on the inner corners, where it just kind of like hits in the sunlight. I like that. I just want to blend this though. Just push the glitter into. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. Just add a little bit more highlight on the nose. Just a little bit on the temples, you know. And I think that's a look. I don't want to do anything too flashy with my lips because, again, I want the focus to be in my eyes, not really the rest of my face. So I'll be right back. As always, my lip gloss is in my purse, so I'll be right back, you guys. Alright, so the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my lips and stuff like that. I'm just gonna do my go-to combination. I have this brown lipstick that I use as lip liner, and I'm gonna put this pink sparkly gloss on top. It's just a neutral lippy, and we're gonna move on into getting the hair all situated, take my flexi rods out, and yeah, that'll be the final look. But yeah, recently, going back to like goals and stuff like that, I've just been trying to like find that balance of saying, okay, I'm going to share my creations with the world, but how do I go about protecting my intellectual property? So I have basically made the conscious decision to say, yes, I'm going to share like the baby shampoo and the blowout cream that is going to be launched by, or it's going to start actually being produced by this Friday coming up, by when this video is posted. But I just have to take it as a form of flattery that if this many people are willing to like replicate or use the likeness of my ideas, instead of taking it as a negative, choose to perceive it as a positive and say like, wow, you had a good idea enough to like where other people think it's a good idea too and they want to do it. So it's just like I can't really worry about the negative aspect because it's going to stop me from fulfilling my goals. I got to worry about the positive, which is keep on going and succeeding and doing what you got to do. So okay, I've lined my lips with that brown, and then I add this lip gloss, and then blend from side to side, and then put it all together. She's very cute. She's very sparkly. Okay, I just had a little moment. I was gonna say something, but that would have been oversharing. But just know, lips are popping. Lips are cute. But yeah, I feel like that's the look. The negative space, that turned out really cute with a neutral lip. Very pretty. So I'm gonna go into, make sure I wipe off the excess makeup off of my hands first. I have a little towel. I always keep like a hand towel to just like wipe off my makeup brushes in between like colors and stuff like that. I feel like a wash towel works best. They have those little makeup brush cleansers, but they never seem to get the color all the way off like a good old washcloth can do. And then I'm just gonna wipe any little excess I have on my hair, underneath my nails, not on my hair but on my hands, underneath my nails. Make sure I don't get that in my hair because it'll add like a weird brown cast. I already predefined my hair, detangled it and stuff like that, and it's just been drying, and then my flexi rods are already dry, so I'm gonna take them out and blend my leave out and stuff like that. Honestly, I'll be right back. One more time, you guys. I gotta go get my comb and like my blending tools. Right back. All right, I'm going to take my scarf off, if I can take it off. Hold on, I might have to just go like this and just there we go. Let's not mess up our curls. Just kind of just pull that off, and then I always clip my leave out back with like with a claw clip to just kind of like keep it from getting smushed under that cloth. And I always start my flexi rods from the first one I wrap to the last one, so I always start on this side, unravel it. All I do to like set my own hair, I use a little bit of my Sweetpea's Naturals 2-in-1 Shine Growth Oil. I use my Mango Papaya Curl Cream and just a little bit of water. I comb my hair out and get the curls, all the lines in together with just a regular comb, like rat tail comb like this. And then I wrap it and roll it around the flexi rods, let it dry overnight. You get these cute curls that just match perfectly, and they're nice and hydrated and moisturized. So that's how I blend my leave out. It helps it blend a little better, look seamless. And I go up my leave out. I use 2 flexi rods on my little leave out. 2 flexi rods right here, 2 flexi rods right here, and 1 for my edges, because I don't want to like wrap too many on my edges. I feel like that's like a little bit too much tension, so just 1 on my edges. But I'm just just gonna keep on taking these curls out. And they are so, I let these dry and then I sat them dry for a little bit too. So they're nice and defined. They're not wet. Like the first time I tried this method, I didn't let them dry all the way. And my hair was still a little bit red, still a little bit wet at the roots. So it was like, it didn't blend as good as it could. But these ones are 100% dry. So that means, whoop, they're gonna blend seamlessly. The only thing I don't like about this method as opposed to twisting out my leave out, because I feel like twisting up my leave out has the same effect. Twisting my leave out, I like, say I'm only wearing my hair parted to this side because I'm going to just do my regular old part to the right side and keep it pushing. The twist out allows me to like keep this side twisted out and I can just throw my hair over it. You wouldn't even know the twist out is there. With these flexi rods are kind of like Big Bird yellow. You can't really hide them. So you got to take them all out. When you wrap your hair, you have to take them all out. So yeah, the only thing about that is that I don't do is, say I'm just gonna wear my hair to this side or this side over here, I won't necessarily what was I gonna say? I won't necessarily like comb out these curls on this side of my leave out and on this side of my leave out because you're not gonna see them. So there's no real reason, and that kind of just like saves the curl pattern so that if I do a half up half down, I don't have to necessarily go back and do all of the curls over again. I don't have to redefine all of them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit more of my Sweetpea's 2-in-1 growth serum. I'm gonna take it on my fingers just as like slip, and I'm gonna use that to just like break apart my curls and make sure that they're moisturized, shiny, and that they blend with the rest of my leave out. And you guys, I think I've had this only in for 2 months now, so like I can tell that my hair is growing because my braids and stuff and my tracks are starting to kind of like, you know, loosen up. Not too much, but loosen up away from my actual scalp where I originally placed them. But honestly, again, the growth is real. The edges, they're edging, and like, yes. But I'm just gonna take a slip, use that Sweetpea's Natural to just like blend my hair back into place. And then the last thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna what was I gonna say? I'm gonna take this Ragdoll comb and I'm gonna just part my part. And then once I part it, I just I kind of use my fingers to undo the curls without making them frizzy. So I just parted through the first curl, and then the second one, I'm gonna lay my comb and part through the second one, and then just kind of like detangle the rest with my fingers. So boom. And I just want to make sure, again, that kind of ensures that the hair doesn't get too frizzy and you like frizz out your curls after you just spent so much time defining them. And from there, what I do is just part my edges. My edges, they're nice and good and party. And I just kind of use my nails. It's nice that they're stiletto. They work as a comb too. They're multifunctional. People think I can't do anything with these nails. I do everything with these nails. I use them as a comb as well to just kind of like blend my hair back and like to the side and, you know, push it into place without really like messing up my curls too much. And yeah, this is my go-to way to wear my hair. I'll wear it in a half up, half down. I never part my hair on the side. I feel like I look so weird with my hair parted on the left side. Like, it just does not fit my face. I'm always a right side parter. So I part my hair on the right side. I've pushed everything together, made my hair nice and cute and stuff like that. My curls are curling and like very defined. Like, I just want to get a close close up without putting my face all in the camera with the hair in the camera. As you can see, everything just blends very seamlessly. Very pretty. My hair is nice and moisturized, defined, and like I said, I've had this hair. This is my Sweetpea's Naturals 3C4A curly hair. I've had this hair in for 2 months now, and as you guys can see, it looks just as good as the first day I installed it. I think I installed it July 9th, August 9th, September 9th will be 2 months, so it's holding up. Again, you make an investment into your hair and it will always return back to you. Don't forget about my full moon 50% off sale right now for back to school, Labor Day, special occasions, all of that. This is the perfect time to buy your hair. You get 50% off, and like I said on my Instagram, I have my whole site optimized with Sweetpea. I finally got that all settled down, and with that you can split your payments into 4 for your hair. So for this particular hair, I have 22, 24, and 2 bundles of 26. What's available on my website for the sake of just inventory purposes is 20, 22, 24, 26. You can get that for I think about just under $60 for your first initial payment if you choose to use Sweetpea. So honestly, if I were you guys, I would take advantage of that immediately, because again, this hair, that's something I just want to address quickly. I charge what I charge for this hair because it's meant to last you more than a year. When you make an investment into your hair, you will be able to reuse this hair. This hair, what I plan to do with it after I take it out is turn it into either a U-part or get a closure, because I'm working on the lace, like stocking lace products on my website. Putting a lace closure or a lace frontal on the same hair and making it into a wig. So the hair will still be usable and I'm still getting my money's worth. I don't know how else to say it other than I'm not just charging X amount of money because I want to make X amount of profit. Again, this hair is an investment and it's very high quality. Like I said, it's cuticle aligned raw hair, so there is no chemical processing, steam processing, anything that would like dampen the value of this hair. And I'm doing my edges lightly with a little wax stick. I don't want to define them too much. I don't want too many baby hairs. I'm just gonna take a wax stick and just kind of just like push them into place, you know what I'm saying? Not too much, not too little, but nothing too crazy with that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, just a little bit. But yeah, hair is an investment. I guarantee you every bit of raw hair that I've purchased from my vendor, which is the vendor that I stock my website with, I've had for more than a year. I have some jet black bundles that I am currently turning into a closure wig, just to like a glueless closure wig. I've had those for 2 years now. They are 22, 24, 26, 28 inch bundles. I got them installed in a sew-in last year. I actually have them bagged up and bundled up under my bed. Again, I just have to order a closure and get an elastic band to construct a glueless closure wig. For my brown hair bundles, I have like the same 4 or 5 bundles of 30-inch brown hair that I recently turned into a U-part wig. So when I take this sewing out, refresh my color, I'll be able to again go back to my chocolate brown, my signature hair color, but I have it in U-part wig, so I'll be able to just take it on, keep my hair braided underneath, just have to refresh the color, probably just the front of my hair, just to reduce how many times I dye my hair in a year. This hair, for example, I've had it in for 2 months. It still looks just as good as the day I purchased it and installed it in my, like, back in July. And again, I'll be able to use this hair for years to come, put a closure on it, make it into a wig, probably another glueless wig, and it'll be a hairstyle that maybe when I don't feel like doing my natural hair, I can just braid my hair down, slap it on, and it works. It's pretty. And I love how bouncy the curls are. Like, they just look so pretty. And once you define them with the Sweetpea Naturals products, your mango papaya, Maya papaya curl cream, and you use your 2-in-1 shine and growth drops just to give them this beautiful shine. It's just so pretty. Like, doesn't this look so pretty? It's so pretty. So yeah, guys, I mean, hi, thank you for watching. This is my purple eyeshadow look. It's like a negative like space cat eyes, smoky cat eye, purple eye. My mom picked out the color. I literally went up to her this morning at breakfast. I was like, Mom, pick a color. And she was like, what? And I was like, pick a color. She was like, purple. And I was like, purple? Purple. So there we are, you guys. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Hope I gave good advice. I hope I just gave you guys like a positive insight into like what I think, life advice. I mean, just trying to help out the world. And I'll see you guys later. Bye. Bye.